What is going on, guys? My name is Steven, and as you guys know, COD 4 is coming with a brand new remastered version, and this is my Call of Duty COD 4 remastered wishlist. Alright, so the very first thing that people always talk about is if they should have released all the Call of Duty Modern Warfare series at one time. My response is no. I actually think what they're doing is a smart idea. Me personally, I don't think they're ever going to change and go back to full-on boots on the ground. So if every other COD from now on is going to be somewhere in the sky, I want the annual releases of old CODs. Okay, in my personal opinion, I do not think that Infinity Warfare, or whatever it's called, should have an extra game mode like Black Ops and Advanced Warfare has zombies. We don't need Spec Ops. I think what needs to happen is that Infinity Ward needs to focus as much attention on COD 4 development as much as Black Ops focuses on zombies. I think everybody would be much happier that way, and I just don't think Spec Ops or Extinction or anything else that they might come up with is gonna compete with the possibilities of COD 4 and what that has to offer. Okay, so let's talk about adding things and taking out things. Do I think the game should not be left alone? Do I think it should just be the way it was back in the day, or do I think things should be taken out and put in? I don't think if this game was released today, it would do well. I think people would look at this COD and say that it's lacking compared to every other COD, and most of the community has not played COD 4. Me personally, I have never played COD 4. I started in Black Ops 1, so I'm personally gonna enjoy it because I enjoy simplicity when it comes to video games. But what everybody else, I don't know. I think people who enjoyed this game back in the day are gonna get maybe not bored of it, but they're not gonna, it's not that first time you've played it, you know? It's not gonna be the grind like it used to be. I'm sure you'll appreciate it, but it's not gonna be the same as it was day one. As far as everybody else, people are gonna look at this game who have never played this before, and they're gonna judge it based off what it has to offer, and what it has to offer is honestly not that much. Okay, so do I think the created class system is the way to go, or pick 10? Personally, me, I actually enjoyed Pick 10 the way Black Ops 2 had it. I thought it was innovative when it first came out. I thought it was an awesome way to go. But for the sake of keeping this a classic COD, I think I would actually appreciate a creative class where you're kind of limited on what you have to choose from. So when you look at some of the actual perks and attachments and things like that, I think some of these should be taken out. Again, keep in mind that I have not played this game, but as far as things that I've heard from and just reading the description on some of these things, so like stopping power, a Juggernaut, I don't think these things should be in the game, especially if these two cancel each other out the way they do. Sonic Boom, higher explosive damage, I don't think that should be in the game. I think that's something that doesn't need to be in any game, especially Jug or stopping power. Last Stand, Martyrdom, which is you drop a nade when you die, kind of like Dead Man's Hand. I don't think this should be in the game either. I don't know why it's in there. But as far as that, as the perk list goes, everything else seems pretty fine. As long as we take out Stopping Power, Juggernaut, Last Stand, and Martyrdom, I would be very happy with everything else they have to offer. The very first perk, it has a lot of special grenades, C4 times 2, special grenades times 3, RPG times 2, claymores times 2, frag times 3, bandolier, and bomb squad, which is hacker. I honestly think this whole perk 1, we could be just fine without that. I think that's just, I don't know. I've heard a lot of bad things about frags times 3. I personally hate claymores. It's one of the reasons why I stopped playing pubs. RPGs, I could live 100% without. Special grenades, they can get annoying, but I'm indifferent about that, and same with C4s, I'm indifferent about that. But I just think in general, I think C4 should be moved to the spot where you get your special grenades and have that in there, and then take the rest out of there. Okay, so when it comes to attachments on the actual weapons, there's actually not much there. There's a few red dots. There's grip as well as a grenade launcher. I would like to see the grenade launcher get completely outed or extremely nerfed. I just don't want a Modern Warfare 2. I know I said in Black Ops 1, I didn't even like grenade launchers in there, but I don't want a situation like Modern Warfare 2 where everybody just complained about the grenade launchers. I would like to see there be an addition to the attachments. Not too many. I think extended mags would be simple enough to not change too much of what's going on in terms of the gameplay, but not too crazy where it's people are complaining about it. There's currently grip as an attachment, maybe laser sights for a hip fire. I think that would complement that as well. But even then, maybe taking grip out altogether and then not having anything that changes the actual gameplay. Having the actual red dot and extended mags, and I guess that's pretty much it. I think I'd be happy with just that. So looking at the game mode that they actually have, they have Team Deathmatch, Mercenary Team Deathmatch, Free For All, Domination, Ground War, Sabotage, Headquarters, Search and Destroy, Team Tactical, Old School, Free For All, and Cage Match. So as I can like right away see, could we add in CTF in there? What about confirm that? I feel like that's an easy thing to actually put inside of the game. What about Demolition? These are things that are staples that are now. Would they do well in COD 4? I don't know. I mean, I guess the only way to know is to actually try them. I don't know how people would react. I personally think that it'd be a great idea to put them inside the game and maybe take out something like Old School Free For All or Mercenary Team Deathmatch. I'm not sure if many people play that, but you guys get my point. Add in some of the staples. Hopefully that will freshen up COD 4 for some of the old guys and keep the new guys happy. Coast streaks. What should we do with coast streaks? Should we leave them alone? Should we add anything? Should we take them out? I personally think we should, I think we could add a few coast streaks here and there. I think things like counter UAV would be good. I don't think something like a Pavlo or AC-130. I think it's a little bit overkill, but as long as you have them a little bit like half of the lower tier kill streaks that you see in today's games, I think we'd be fine. Would I personally like him in the game? I think I'd be fine with just a UAV, attack helicopter, and like a airstrike. I would like to see counter UAV, but that's just me. But I'm completely indifferent on that. Okay, so wagers and party games. Do I think they belong in this game? I am completely indifferent. I don't care if they're in, I don't care if they're out. I know White Boy 7th Street would love the fact that they're actually in this game. I think they would be easily to implement, especially something like Gun Game, which is something as simple as Free For All. But again, I'm not gonna cry if they're not in the game, and I'm not gonna shout and bang my fist and complain until they put it in the game. Okay, so let's talk about Call of Duty esports. Do I think they should have a arena or something of that nature? I would personally love if they did. I don't think they would, but it would be so awesome if they had select rules that people that back in the day played had set up. I think it would be really awesome just in case if the community decided to play COD 4 esports instead of Infinite Warfare, because we don't know how that game's going to be, and I already know that a lot of people are looking forward to playing competitive back on COD 4 again. Will they do it? Probably not. If they did, how would I want it? I loved the Black Ops 2 system that they had. I hated the way that when you won, it always felt like you always won, like an example, plus 20 once you win, but after like you're on a 5-1 streak, the next one you lose is like a negative 150. That was annoying. If they were able to balance that out, that would be sick. But I definitely don't think they should do a BO3 arena. BO3 arena is really boring to me. Like the protect and ban system, I don't think they should have that. It just takes way too much time, and I just don't have time for that kind of thing. Again, BO2 setup fixed the little problems that I had. But besides that, I would love if they actually added something like that. Okay, so let's talk about DLC. Do I think it should be in the game? Supply drops, DLC packs, weapon packs. Personally, me, I wouldn't care if weapon packs were in the game. It could be fun. I think if they do it, I think the best way to go about it is just reskinning a different gun. So example, if you have the UMP and you want the the MP5, but you want the UMP, maybe making the UMP an exact copy of the MP5. I think that's the way to do it instead of the way they're doing it now. I think that's the way to do it if you're gonna add weapon packs, but I'm not indifferent either way. I'm not gonna cry about it. What about supply drops? No, please, not, no. DLC packs, I think DLC packs should be released with just DLCs packs in generals with Infinite Warfares. So example, the very first DLC drop would have pieces of content for the actual Infinite Warfare, as well as the first DLC pack that COD 4 originally released. I think that would be awesome. If they were to separate the actual expansion packs to both, I think that would be cool. Will they do it? I don't think they would. But regardless, whichever way they try to do it, let's say if they were to keep all of the DLC instead of $15, add in another $5 to get all the DLC for COD 4 and Infinite Warfare, I think that'd be a pretty sweet deal. Okay, so let's talk about skill-based matchmaking. Should they have that? Absolutely fucking not. It's one of my biggest pet peeves about old COD games. I can't stand when I just want to relax, get in a game, but I have to try hard every single game. Plus, it was not the greatest things for connection, and how is that not the priority when it comes to these kind of games when there's so many issues with connectivity and lag comp? Why is skill-based matchmaking a priority? I don't get it. Just please, connection first, skills, just eliminate that portion of it. Let's talk about it like a 25 kill nuke. Should there be something like that, like a DNA bomb or something that affects the actual map? I don't think it should affect the map. I think the way Ghost did it was pretty cool at first, but I think it got pretty... I think the way Ghost did it was pretty cool at first, but it got pretty annoying pretty fast. I would say if you're gonna do it, don't change the map, don't end the game. I don't think going to actual nuke would be a good idea, but I think if they're gonna do it, they should do it in a way Ghost did it without affecting the actual map. Theater mode, should theater mode be in the game? Again, I'm indifferent. I mean, I got an Elgato, so I mean, I know not everybody has it, but if it's gonna affect the connections of the host or anything like that, then I don't think it should be in. Do I care if it's there? No. Will I cry about it? No. Will I be happy about it? I mean, I don't think so. I've never been happy about anything that involved the theater mode in any other game. Emblems, customization, I think they should be in the game? I'm indifferent. I don't care. Once again, I'm not gonna cry if they added extra emblems that you couldn't unlock. Do I think they should do it for the sake of having supply drops? Absolutely not. I think that's just, I don't even get supply drops in general. And does anybody use supply drops specifically to get emblems or calling cards or whatever? Like, is that really a thing for anybody? Camos, do I think they should have extra camos? I think yeah, I think this is a safe one where it's not gonna affect the gameplay. You don't have to use different camos if you don't want to. Yeah, I think they should involve all the old camos and then add some as well. Again, should they have it for the sake of supply drops? Absolutely not. Would I be cool to have them in the game in general? Yes, I think it should. Would I cry if they were not there? No. Okay, so let's talk about the actual maps. Do I think they should be retextured or remastered the way Black Ops did it? The main example that I'm going to be using is firing range from Black Ops 2. Black Ops 1 firing range was pretty bland when it comes to the looks, but there was a lot of things about that game where I'm not sure if it was necessarily flaws in the game, but there's a lot of places where you can hit a nade from across the map, and if you were good at these kinds of things, you were put at an advantage. These are things that I like. if I'm able to throw my nade, if I line my crosshair against some rooftop, and then I'm able to hit B-bomb from A-bomb or A-dom site, then I think these kinds of things are pretty awesome to have in a game. Whether or not they're supposed to be there or not, I think they should be. I don't think those things should be touched, but I think it should just be, you know, dolled up and look pretty and that kind of thing. I don't know. I was pretty disappointed when Fire Range got remastered and realized that my old nade spots and my old lines of sights were blocked off, or like Nuketown where they used to have nothing where the B-dom site was, and then now they put in extra boxes. Like, what's the point of that? Please, if you're gonna do it, like, just fucking use the same map, use the same architect, don't change anything, don't add anything, just make it look pretty. Like, that's it. Last but not least, I do want this to be accessed from Infinite Warfares. I'm not sure what it's called. I really want this to be something I can access in the actual main menu from Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. This is something I want to access in the actual game's main menu. So like in Black Ops 2, you can access career mode, zombies, multiplayer. Again, this is something that I would want. It'd be Call of Duty multiplayer campaign and then COD 4. I think that's the way they should do it. I don't think this should be an actual outside of the game, but I'm not gonna cry if they do it that way. It'd be more convenient if they put it in the game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do drop a like. If you have anything that I've missed, or do you think I'm insane and I'm just talking nuts, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. If you want me to do something like this for Infinite Warfares, my wish list for that, I think that'd be pretty cool. I think I might do it regardless, because there's a lot of things that I think should be in the game which are not in the current games. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you later. Bye.